It's that time to be kind because it's the rewind. We are your host from Smacked Raw. My name is Kyle Tyson.
I am Mr. 8984, or Ian, if you will.
And we want to thank you guys for joining us on today's show. If you're not familiar with the show, Aaron and I just take a look back at the past week inside and outside of the professional wrestling ring and just shoot the shit, man. How you been, bud?
Just back from vacation, so fuck my life.
Yeah, so tell me, man, because I make it a point, essentially, when I know you're doing your thing, go radio silent. So I guess this is my first chance to ask, where'd you go? What did you do?
Well, my girlfriend's father, I don't know if you ever heard of R&L Shipping. I'm sure you probably have. He's a vice president out there, so we get like these huge ass like mansions, and like the whole family goes. So like it was first time, literally all of us. It was my girlfriend and all her three brothers, which are triplets, and their girlfriends. So we were 10 deep in this house, and literally our room, like I couldn't hear a person in the house. We were down in the basement, like our own apartment. I had a huge ass TV. The only thing that sucked is my Wi-Fi wouldn't work that well down there, so I literally was the first one out of our whole crew to have 2K, and I couldn't even fucking play it the whole time I was on vacation.
So I assume you got the digital version. That's why you couldn't play.
Yeah.
Oh man, damn, dude, I didn't know you got it like that. You need to bring me along next time.
Right.
I'll fly wherever I gotta go. Hell,
remember we were supposed to meet up, and I was gonna let you guys come, but that it was like during the hurricane, whatever. The resort we went to, our place we were staying, caught on fire.
Jesus Christ, man. Yeah. Damn, man, that sounds good. I think we're going to be taking a vacation too, but ours is not going to be nearly as extravagant as yours. Chances
it wasn't extravagant. I just got drunk and slept all day.
It wasn't. We'll probably do the
only
same.
thing extravagant was where we were fucking staying. We didn't do anything. So we literally sat by the pool. I drank probably about a bottle and a half, 2 bottles of vodka the whole time we were there. I don't even know how many beers. I was literally sleeping up by like 8 or 9 o'clock, sleep by 8 or 9 o'clock the entire time.
Damn, man. You're making me thirsty over here. I ain't had a drink in. Today makes 7 weeks. I ain't had a drink in 7 weeks, man.
Well, I quit for a little bit. I was saving up for vacations because I knew there's no way I could not drink.
Yeah.
Sitting by the pool and everything. Like there's just no way in hell. I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Now, I'll tell you. So the immediate ramifications of cutting alcohol out is we caught our bills up, so that's nice. Financially, we're all caught up. We're not catching one bill up every month. And then B, I have drank so much damn water. I get through this gallon jug now with ease every day. Every day I get through this damn gallon.
I'm working up to it. Like I'm up to about 4 of these every day.
Yeah.
Like you inspired me once I saw it. I'm trying to find me. The only reason I don't want to do that because I can't drink like lukewarm. Like I have to have like damn near freeze your damn teeth and shatter them water.
Man, my teeth are too sensitive. I think
I have to. So like that's my thing. I want to find a bigger one where I can drink more at once. You know what I'm saying? I got to keep fucking going to refill every couple hours.
Yeah. That and I'm smoking a hell of a lot more weed too. But nothing.
I don't smoke, so I kind of go back and forth.
Yeah, nothing like anybody who regularly smokes. Jesus, right. No, they would think I'm a lightweight. Yeah,
I came home Saturday and we were just like chilling after we got back off the road. I mean, we were on the road for like 18 hours. We got home like 8, 9 o'clock Saturday. I did do an edible and it fucking wrecked me.
Yeah, dude. Me and so I put out there. I think I posted it, but yeah, it was about a week back or so. A customer, this crazy customer. Gave me edibles last time. So me and Jess did the edibles. I did 600 milligrams. It was in the form of hey, Sonic, what's going on, man? We're doing good.
What's up, Sonic?
I did they were the Frito-Lay's chili cheese ones.
Yeah.
It was 600 milligrams. And then Jess did like these.
The whole bag was 600 milligrams?
Mm-hmm. And then Jess did these like Cocoa Puff based ones, which was 400 milligrams. And that was we were fucking
I did
laughing our
I did
ass
100
off.
milligram. Well, it was a 200 milligram like Sour Patch Kid. And I only ate half of it. And I swear to God, to you, I was wrecked for about 16 hours. Like
Really?
I was still high when I woke up Sunday morning. Like I took it like 11 o'clock maybe Saturday night. I was still high as shit when I woke up the next day.
See, we took hours in the morning because it was our day off. Well,
Right.
Jess still had to work, but she was going in that evening, and I was like, "Look, if you feel it," because at that point, I wasn't really feeling them. Like I told her, I was like, to me, the ones that I had ate before, I was like, this is closer to like a muscle relaxer than actually like smoking.
Yeah.
I was like, I just feel good and relaxed. But no, dude, we were wrecked because I remember at one point, I can't remember what the hell it was. She said something that was like nonsense, and then we just started giggling our asses off. And then I was like, oh shit, they hit us. We went out and had some lunch. We actually had a really good day. But yeah, they hit way harder last week than the previous times.
I ate like three or four popsicles. I probably drank a gallon of water that night. Like I couldn't like not get unthirsty. Like every time I got done drinking something, like 10 minutes later, I went back in and pounded more water. Like my piss was literally looked like clear as water for the next 2 days.
That's how mine's been for like the last 6 weeks. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. All right, you guys. I swear we talk about wrestling and not about like drugs all the time. So, really quick before we dive into today's like official show, I'll give you a rundown. Me and RN, we don't really have anything on the whiteboard, but I know we're going to talk a little bit of Scott Hall. This is the first show that we've shot since his unfortunate passing. WrestleMania is right around the corner, along with a lot of other big wrestling shows that we can take a look at, kind of gauge our excitement levels on. WWE 2K22, RN and I both have the game, and guess what? We do have some gaming content lined up for you guys for the Twitch channel. We are finally going to mix it up. Me and RN, we've been talking about some form of playing games together for ever, like since we started doing the rewind. I think we finally figured out what we're going to do, so we'll talk about that. But before we do, like always, we want to thank you guys for tuning in live here on twitch.tv/SmackedRaw. We are right on the cusp of 120 followers. It seems like we're dipping above 120 and just below it. So you can always catch us live normally Sundays, 9 p.m. Every now and then it feels like RN and I have to push the show back, but we do try to stick to that time.
We're at like once a month now. We push it back.
Yeah. If you miss our live streams because we have pushed the show back, you can always check us out youtube.com/SmackedRawPodcast. You know about all the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, notification bell. That's all pretty cool. And then the audio version, you can find this junk everywhere. Financially, hey, look, we're not going to beg for your money, but it really helps if you guys help us out. Right here on the bottom.
Give us your money.
Yes. You can see right here on the bottom of the screen, patreon.com/SmackedRawPodcast. You can head on over there, subscribe. There's some new merch coming. There's a bunch of new content. So one of the sillier things, RN, I think I'm going to start doing for our Patreon customers. Look, I haven't even told you guys yet. So this is breaking news.
Breaking news.
So I do these stupid 10-second reviews for the YouTube channel. If you've missed them, I essentially, whenever Raw, SmackDown, any WWE or AEW show happens, I'll go ahead and release like a 30, 40-second video, and I'll crack some stupid joke that kind of captures the preface of what you missed the previous night. They're really dumb, tongue-in-cheek. But for our Patreon subscribers, for the $1 a month tier, I'm gonna let you get in on this at $1 a month. You will get all of my stupid outtakes, because what you guys see me do in that 10 to 20 second window, I have done in many different voices, pitches. I've made a bunch of stupid faces on screen. I've warmed my voice up. I look absolutely foolish trying to do this, and I figured, yeah, why not? You guys can get the behind the scene outtakes of these silly little 10-second reviews. Yeah, we'll do that for the $1 a month subscription tier. I'll start uploading them, let's say WrestleMania weekend. I'll start uploading them to the Patreon. By that point, we can update the tiers in the Outlook and stuff. Yeah, so But once again, you guys, thank you all for supporting. And then, of course, for the people on the audio side of things, yeah. Oh, wait, I already said that shit. Yeah, you guys listening to us everywhere. RN, look, man, let's go ahead. We'll talk a bit about Scott Hall, man. Unfortunately, we learned last week he went in for surgery for his hip. Unfortunately, due to complications, the man had several heart attacks. Was put on life support. Ultimately, when he was removed from life support, he unfortunately passed. This is one of those moments that have seemingly captured virtually the whole wrestling community.
Yeah.
What was to Scott Hall, man, in your wrestling history that you watched, what role did Scott Hall play?
He was the first heel that I fell in love with, which started my love of heels, which everybody knows if you're been listening to this show. Like, I cheer for the bad guys. I am a bad guy. I had that quote, "Good times don't last, but bad guys do," on my Twitter for probably about 4 or 5 years, honestly. That was in my bio. So, like, no, he was and then with the NWO stuff, like, it's starting the Razor Ramon stuff is I hate that we found out that he really wasn't Cuban or like Latino in any way, shape, or form, because he did that shit so well, and he was so damn tan, but not tan like orange like the other white wrestlers get when they tan. Like, he literally looked like he could have been that. I feel like that was one of the worst things about the internet and kayfabe, is finding out that he really wasn't Cuban. He was just a white dude. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna add on that from various posts that I saw. I did see a lot of the Latino community still say that they adopted.
Oh, he's honored.
He's one of the, yeah, he's an honorable entry into the Latino community, so that's still good. Right.
No, and it just like those vignettes were different for me too as a kid. Like, seeing, like, you never saw like wrestlers, like, I don't want to say in the hood or with a bunch of black kids running around and stuff. Like, you never saw that. The only person that you ever saw show do that was Scott Hall. And like that meme that he got where he's like sitting on the porch with like 4 or 5 little black kids around him and shit. Like that's to me, that's Scott. That's ingrained in my head. Yeah. Like to the day I pass. Like, I always remember that. Then, like I said, the NWO stuff. Like, I mean, that changed the landscape of not only wrestling but really pulp culture. Like, that it made wrestling cool everywhere again. Like, you didn't have to hide the fact you're a wrestling fan once Hulk Hogan and Scott Hall and Kevin Nash did that. So, I mean, his impact is going to be felt no matter what. Like, yeah, if you go off his WWE run or his WCW run.
Mm-hmm. And you're right. Yeah, he did epitomize, like, the cool wrestler. I struggle to think of anybody before Scott Hall that really gave off that aura. You know, I mean, The Rock says that, you know, he was inspired by Scott Hall and everything. I know with me, so Scott Hall was really active during a period of wrestling I just didn't watch. I kind of started tuning in during the NWO days, and Scott Hall during, like, you know, as I was watching, kind of missed the mark for me, mainly because like he was, you know, like, the kids in school would bully me, and they were all throwing up the 2 sweets, and I was like, oh, Scott Hall represents the crowd of kids that bullied me in high school, or not high school, but grade school, and stuff. But no,
I mean, the NWO word bullies. I mean,
yeah, man. But no, man, I really appreciate his legacy and his career, and I did get a lot of enjoyment out of him later on in his career. Like I said, I felt bad because, you know, as I was doing the rounds and being, you know, a guest on other podcasts, I hear about all these other guys, man, and they're like, Scott Hall was so ingrained into their history of watching wrestling. And I was like, man, I had just missed the boat with Scott Hall. But I think,
and another one of the things too is, like, we always give the Clique so much shit, and like everybody shits on them so bad. But here's a dude that all he wanted to do was make the business better, to make himself more money. And if he was so selfish, like everyone claims, which, I mean, they were all about themselves, but the dude never wanted to even be the world champ. Like, he was happy being the number 2 in the workhorse guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, I think his contribution to the business, like all these stories you hear about other wrestlers, like him giving them an idea for a gimmick, or his idea to tweak a gimmick to make it work better, like stuff like that. Like, I don't think his impact I don't think he gets enough credit for the impact that he had and that going forward and in the past and moving forward in history. I don't know if he'll ever get the roses he really actually deserves.
Well, I know that on many people's Mount Rushmore of wrestlers that never won the world title, Scott Hall has, well prior to his passing, Scott Hall was usually like on the top of their list as one of the top guys in professional wrestling that never won the belt. Really quick, before we wrap up talking about Scott Hall, I just kind of want to pull up an image here. Over on Pro Wrestling Tees, you can go ahead and purchase the Scott Hall tribute shirt. Let me see if I can pull that up really quick. Crud. Let me see. How you'd think I'd be better at this by now. It's not window capture, is it? Is it window capture? Is it browser? Oh no, it's not browser. Damn it! Hold on one second. I'm failing hard here, RN. Anybody on the audio side of things? I'm just throwing up random stuff on the screen right now. Window capture. Here we go. There it is. Okay, there we are. Yeah, so right here, as you can see, Scott Hall's got a hell of a shirt. I'm probably going to pick one up ASAP. I'm actually going to pick up this one, and I think some William Regal's got some cool stuff out right now. But yeah, as you can see here, got the Scott Hall tribute shirt. Even if you're not a fan of Pro Wrestling Tees because of the crap that they've done, like leaking people's credit card information and not telling them about it. This is for a good cause. All the proceeds are going to the family of Scott Hall, going to his son, who just recently is advertised himself as taking more bookings. But yeah, go ahead, pick up the shirt. The shirt looks badass. Have you seen it yet, RN?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, man, pull up Pro Wrestling Tees. It pops right up on the screen when you first enter the website. It's a badass shirt. Like, I'm gonna pick it up. I like these throwback '90s style shirts. Like the most recent one I got was the tribute shirt for New Jack. I love that shirt. My wife hates how much I love that shirt. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that shirt is kind of fly.
Yeah, but yeah, so. You should head on over there. Go ahead and pick up that shirt. Let's see those shirts at the wrestling shows in AEW and WWE. Let's see you guys wearing that stuff at WrestleMania. It all go to a good cause, man. So go ahead and check that out. Speaking of WrestleMania, RN, dude, I got to ask you, hot take. Is this the blandest build to a Mania in recent years?
Yeah, but they all have been the last few years. I don't think any of them have been like lights out. I can't even remember the last like hot build, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see.
Not off the top of my head.
There are some there. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not sitting here trying to crap on the show. I'm just saying, like, when I say bland build, I'm saying is like when you look at Raw and SmackDown, the shows that we've been having, it doesn't necessarily feel like we're WrestleMania season,
No,
like
it doesn't at all. And I normally would give you shit for being an AEW show, but I totally agree. But the weird part about it is the shows have actually been good.
Raw was really good this week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They just haven't been anything like it doesn't feel like we're going to WrestleMania. It feels like we're going like for an all-fast pay-per-view, like or like a Saudi show or something. Like it doesn't feel like WrestleMania is 2 weeks away. Yeah. I will say this, though. The Seth Rollins build has been the best thing out of everything.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. They're slow burning it. They're giving us hints. They're throwing out hints to get us going, which is probably not going to happen when we think it is, just because of the fact they are throwing out so many hints. I seen somebody posting Seth's been dressing in AEW colors and shit and everything. Like, it's so much different things. And then, like, I didn't like him popping in every match last night, but to me, that's showing that how they see him and that he's going to have a fucking match at WrestleMania. Like, I just don't see, whether it's with Cody or not, I just don't see like how heavily they've been featuring him not being on WrestleMania. Like it just doesn't compute.
Yeah. Sonic says, it definitely doesn't look like WrestleMania to me. The fans are becoming more and more impatient about Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Bayley coming back every week. Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, the three names, Sonic, you just named off, I would expect them to pop up in the women's battle royal. To be fair, like I don't see like a marquee match at this point happening. I mean, shit, we only have 3 other shows to go through. We have SmackDown this week, and then we have one more Raw, one more SmackDown, and then boom, we're in Mania. How are you gonna, how would you build these women into matches? They're either going to appear in the battle royal, or they'd be in like some weird angle, like at the show. Like I'm not sure. Right. Yeah,
and like and stuff like that too. Like it's what I hate when fans get drawn into stuff like that and like take those takes because like it's too late for that. Like you might as well just let that shit go. So like don't let those things that aren't never going to happen, those pipe dreams, fuck up your dreams, white dreams of WrestleMania. Like just like don't even get into it. Like if they haven't brought anybody out by now. Like let's 2 weeks after a week or two after Elimination Chamber, or a week or so after the Rumble. If they haven't brought any new people out or been pushing any new people into storylines, it ain't happening. So you're definitely not gonna get it on the go home show to fucking Mania. So I wouldn't even let that shit cloud your judgment on what Mania could be. Yeah, wishing for things that ain't happening.
So even though I'm in the crowd of people thinking there's a lackluster build, I actually not gonna lie, I anticipate Mania to be a lot of fun.
The matches are gonna be dope. Like what matches we know of,
the surprises and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, I think the show itself will be fun. They're just not really doing a good job at all about driving up hype through the storytelling of our weekly shows that were being provided. So that's all I mean is just.
Well, supposedly a lot of the writers are like second guessing themselves because the internet's been trashing everything so much, and I guess the kickback they've been getting from management and everything. Like I guess like a lot of the writers are,
well,
I don't want kind of like not kind of having low confidence, or which they should. I mean, because the writing has been ass. So
the writers are in a terrible position. I forget where it was reported. We're the worst for citing our sources here on Smack Raw in the Rewind, but the report that I heard was the writers are just pretty much damned if they do, damned if they don't. If they want to get their stuff featured on television, they have to appeal to Vince McMahon, which they know that his style of storytelling is pretty much crap to the main audience. And so it's like you either try to do good original writing and your stuff never sees the light of day, or you go ahead and write the style to the person that is going to enjoy it and authorize it to be put on television, but then it's bad writing and people are going to crap on it. So it's just like the writers are just in a no-win situation in WWE.
And the worst part too, like as great as that interview with Vince was, you could still see the arrogancy and like just how he just really doesn't give a fuck what we think. Like he said it, like the audience, we know what the audience wants. Like, no, you don't. Like the last 10 years have proven that. I mean, the only thing I can say that they finally gave us was Roman, but imagine if they had gave us a heel Cena, how big that would have been, how much more they probably could have stretched Cena out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just think they're so. I know, like I said, I hate shitting on it because the shows, even Raw, has been fucking amazing. Even SmackDown too, to a certain degree, has been good, especially with the stuff with Ricochet and Finn finally winning the secondary titles. Like they've been doing some good things, but like. I don't know. Like it just seems everything just seems so short-sighted and so even. Like this guy won this week, so he's got to lose next week. Like it's just like
the 50-50
it doesn't make sense. Yeah, the 50-50 booking of all the things, that may be one of my fucking biggest pet peeves is the 50-50 booking, because it's like you can't take a guy serious. Because he's got the same record as everybody. Like, that was the whole way that you would differentiate guys growing up. Like, man, this guy's on a so-and-so winning streak. Or this guy hasn't lost since this show, da-da-da. But, like, no, everybody, champions lose on fucking shows. Dudes
champions are almost guaranteed. I would love to see, like, if you were able to take, like, say, the last 2 years of all your title holders and show off their win-loss record of just while they were holding the title. So not their win-loss in title matches, But all the non-title matches that they lose, because champions just get pinned every week, man. In WWE, that is actually one of my biggest pet peeves of all the things you can argue about. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. Is they'll have nights, I swear, where like the majority of their champs all get pinned, and it's not to lead to any like crazy story. It's just it doesn't matter if you have the belt. You know what I mean? It's like if you're a WWE wrestler, it's like your stats. You get like a huge boost in all of your stats as long as you're in a title match. But then you get like a debuff of your stats in all of your non-title matches. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I just like, I don't know, like, and it pisses me off because it's like, it just boils down to what we say and what they show us all the time. They're not trying to make any new stars. They're just not.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'll say this. So the biggest emerging star, and actually, this is a good segue to the match that I want to see the most. Oh, by the way, really quick. Hey, Marie, she says, Vince knows what the live audience wants. And she also says, hey, guys.
What's up, bro?
I would say the biggest emerging star right now in recent memory has got to be Austin Theory. And his match with Pat McAfee, I think, has an awesome build. This week, this latest SmackDown, I'm not going to lie, was a big steaming pile of dog turd. Like this last episode of SmackDown, Jesus Christ. SmackDown, I joke about the brand split ending and SmackDown becoming a Raw recap show. Man, they're turning it into a recap show regardless, is what they're doing with that damn thing. But one of the biggest highlights of the show and then the week in general was Pat McAfee's promo. Jeez Louise, man, Pat is good on the mic. Pat's really good and talented. Like it's like, dude, he would have if NFL, money wasn't so fantastic, he probably would have just been a professional wrestler.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, if you saw how they feel about what Vince said, he was like, everybody, well, Pat was saying, he was like, everybody warned me, like, you're in our ear the whole hour, telling us what we can and can't do, telling us what to say. He was like, you don't do that to me. He was like, I mean, I'm saying that, like, he does not do that to me. And Vince was like, well, if I didn't like what you did and the crowd didn't like what you did, you wouldn't be here. And that said it all.
Yeah.
For me, and that's the thing about Vince. Like, he, like, with stuff like that, like, he's showing that he can change and adapt and give a guy the room to be himself. But then the other shit, he can't. It's like he 50-50 books himself. That's the worst part. He 50-50 books himself. Like, make a couple good decisions, then make a couple shitty ones. Like it. And like Austin Theory, like I've been telling y'all for however long, like this guy's gonna be a star. And now the company is agreeing with me and they're putting a slow, and this is the first real star slow grind. And his shit hasn't really been 50-50. He's won more than he lost. And that's when I started like really paying attention to what he was doing, is he is winning more than he. I think that loss versus Finn, I think that was his first loss in a couple of weeks, probably.
Well, his losses are actually serving part of a story.
Right.
He's not just losing for the sake of give the other guy a win.
No, he got distracted and got, got built heat for his feud.
Yeah, and poor Finn Balor, just being a pawn in this story. Finn, oh man. But yeah, exactly. Austin Theory has a pretty damn big build coming up, and like I said, he's one of the only exceptions of a guy that they're really pushing momentum behind and watching just raise up the ladder. Instead of just letting everybody kind of meander for a while and then randomly picking someone out of the crowd, like, hey, you're going to be our focal point. You know what I mean? For a while. I mean, no one epitomizes that more better than I think, like, say, Jinder Mahal, just meandering in the mid to low card. I mean, to be honest, Jinder was a jobber for so many years. And then just, we know why he was picked. But that was still kind of has been like the WWE formula. Just like, you know what? It's Jinder season, It's Shinsuke season.
Same thing for Big E.
Yeah, No, I mean, Big E, you'd like to think that they were listening to the fans, and they did pull the trigger at a decent time with Big E, but they treated it, just like everybody else. They treated it just like, it's like, cool, man. The crowd wants you to be champ. Awesome. We're going to make you champ. We're not going to put much effort into making you feel bigger than you are, but we're going to strap that title to you, And by no means was his title reign the worst, but it wasn't really that special. And same thing with like Kofi Kingston. You know, Kofi was probably the one of the last huge like prime examples of really letting like the crowd get their voice heard and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, man. Let's see what else we got going on for WrestleMania weekend. Honestly, it's so far what's officially announced. Now, I'm going by CBS Sports, and this article was released about a week back. So, yeah, about a week ago. So what we got here is we still got the Roman Brock stuff, which, by the way, like that, they're trying to be cool with that. Even when they do cool stuff, they don't know how to, they still screw it up. Like on SmackDown, you got Cowboy Brock in a forklift, rammed the car that the Usos, Paul Heyman, and Roman are in, and immediately cut to commercial. And then all the cool stuff that happened during commercial break and was done in the form of a like earlier in the night recap. Like they can't, even when they try to do cool stuff, they still put their WWE grubby hands onto it to make it like crap. Like I don't understand.
They overthink everything. They always do. Like they overbook everything. They overthink everything. Like I thought that shit was lame, honestly. Like the whole thing, because like even when he ran the car in and shit and everything, ran the thing, he went. If you could tell, they cut the commercial so Roman and them could get the hell out so they could put the forklift in. Like it was just like,
yeah. I mean,
don't know. Like
I get it. It does. That stuff holds a special place though to WWE fans. When they bring out this like the heavy machinery, when you throw a wrestler on some form of like heavy equipment that a wrestler has no business operating, it harkens back to like
Stone
Cold, Mick Foley, Kurt Angle, all of them doing cool stuff. Even though, but yeah, why'd you throw it to a commercial, man? Like throw it.
Like I said, I thought it was all lame. I mean, then if Brock, like, how many fucking doors has Brock got to tear off? And that one didn't even look like he needed any effort.
Brock like bringing that door to the ring though was actually pretty nice. That was kind of just parading it like an elk he just killed on the hunt.
Right. You know what I mean? How it came off, like it literally just it just politely popped off. Like it wasn't even like any sounds. Like I don't know if anybody knows, but I've ripped my door off a tree stump before, bent my shit all the way back. Literally, it was touching the front fender. It didn't snap off. It just bent it. Like it didn't pop off like a Lego or like a Transformer toy. So like that part, I'm sick of seeing him rip doors off. Like make it a garage door or something. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, the last time he did that, he did it to Seth Rollins' car.
Yeah, like a little Miata or some shit.
And then he about killed some fan when he threw the car door
chucked it
into the crowd.
Right. So yeah, it's just been.
Yeah.
They're just stuck in their own way. Like it's not. I think they need to fucking just blaze out that whole writing room. And really, but it doesn't even matter because it's still Vince making a decision.
It's that filter.
So like we can't.
It's all the content is bottlenecked through.
Right.
The one filter, you know. Yeah.
I think they need some more wrestling people in there too. I think that would go a hell of a lot longer as far as people knowing what's out there and younger wrestling fans. Because that's the thing, like all these people that they're trying to cater to younger wrestling fans, but they don't have any younger wrestling fans backstage to tell them what a younger wrestling fan wants. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't know a bunch of kids that was wanting to see Braun Strowman run around the ring acting like a choo-choo train. You know what I'm saying? Like it just, I don't know like where their head is on some of the things that they push. So,
yeah. Here's the other thing too that I have I'm interested in too. As far as the writing goes, they have a writer back there, and I know it's one guy. I'm telling you, the same person that wrote Edge's most recent promo wrote Becky Lynch's, and I'm seeing a polarizing take on Becky Lynch's most recent promo, and I'm seeing a lot of people like best promo ever, and I don't know. I don't want to shit on it, but when she comes out and she says that, my mind thinks in symphonies, or Edge is saying that, God, what did he say? He said, all of his synapses are the way he can see his mind is all synapses are firing or something like that. It was
right.
It's like they've ascended to this godlike entity. Although I'm not gonna lie, the rest of Becky's promo was actually pretty good. I do like the fact that she drove home that she's in the 15 months that she's held that Raw title, that no one's beat her for it. I mean that makes all the sense in the world. But
right,
I want to know who the hell writes these promos. So what profits a man? It profits him this. The only thing that matters inside and outside the confines of these ropes. For this is what I am. I am power. I am glory. I am the prize at the top of the mountain. This is my world, Becky Lynch says. Like, some of that's really cool.
Yeah.
Some of that's really cool. I get that. My mind thinks in symphonies, though. Sorry, man. That was just a weird. It was just kind of weird, man. I don't know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me.
It's got its points. Like I like Becky though as a heel. I just wish they would go not so much chicken shit annoying heel, and like go back to being kind of like the man where she's just violent.
Yeah,
just punching people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. I actually don't really have a bad thing to say about Becky, other than they're really building her up.
Right. I love the crazy ass outfits and shit, like dressing like a supervillain. Like I just want her and Seth to just give me a 2 or 3 month run of them being just like diabolical, like fucking Joker and Harley Quinn. Like that's all I want. Like give me till what, June? Give me Extreme Rules to SummerSlam of just them wreaking fucking havoc on the roster, men and women.
No,
and her like coming through like man slamming people to help him win and shit. You know what I'm saying? Her just fucking attacking men because she's the man. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's so many ways. And then, like I said, them dressing all crazy and shit, literally like Joker and Harley. Like, it would be fire. Like, I don't understand like why they have to keep them apart.
Probably just the fact that they can't do the intergender wrestling. That the men and women, like, they can only put their hands on each other like once or twice a year. You know, it's.
But they didn't have to do that when Triple H and Stephanie were doing it.
That's true. No, very, very true.
And she had the title and she couldn't wrestle a fucking lick.
Yeah, man. Stephanie, I always feel a little guilty whenever I see Stephanie, man. Whenever she was back, the thing about her wrestling days, because it was one of the first times that I've seen my mom like embarrassed about how women are presented.
Right.
I was a kid. And I must have been 11. And yeah, Stephanie McMahon this is back in the day when Stephanie would wrestle, you know, quote unquote wrestle. Right. I remember my brother and I, we thought it was like the worst thing we'd ever seen. And we just laughed hysterically at everything Stephanie did because it just looked so unnatural to us. Right. It looked like she didn't even know how to walk. Like we were laughing at just the way she would walk would make us laugh just because she
couldn't walk in heels. She looked like a deer, a baby deer anytime they make her wear those damn heels.
But man, my mom caught us how we were laughing, and I remember just seeing the disappointment in her face. Like just looking at that and then seeing us, and to this day I always feel bad now. Like, so I try to be an ally to women, to women and women wrestling at this point because that junk always pops up in my memory. I always feel bad. Anyways, that's just a little side thing. Your girl Shayna, is she gonna win those tag titles, man?
I hope Natty? Not, just because it's with fucking Natty.
They're supposed to fight each other, not tag. They're so much better as opponents in the ring, man.
I just don't get it. Like how do you just? I don't understand.
We have to build a women's tag division. We got WrestleMania in 2 weeks. We need to build a tag division now.
I get that. They already did that though with her. She was just in a tag team with Nia for fucking a year.
I know, but I mean that's why you've seen it with all these people like Naomi and Sasha, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash 2.0 with Liv Morgan, Natalya and Shayna. It's just like all of a sudden this tag team division, this women's tag team division, just emerged out of nowhere.
Right,
just out of
they're just
nowhere.
throwing people together that don't even like. The Liv and Rhea, like I'm not mad at that one. Like they're both kind of like gothy, like you know what I'm saying, like
the black leather look and stuff.
I actually don't mind that one. Like I can take that one seriously. They even kind of dress it like I get them, and they got the like big man, little man, you know what I'm saying, dynamic of their team. So like I'm not really mad about that one. But like Shayna and fucking like what did they win for? Like Shayna and I can't even think of the bitch's name. I hate her so much. Natty. Like what the hell did they even win that match for? Like it made no sense for them to win that match. Like
I don't know, man. I do not know. But yeah, it is funny how whenever Zelina Vega and Carmella won those titles, there was no tag teams. Like they literally there was what, like a month and a half that they were champ and there wasn't another female tag team in existence. No. There was none. They just had belts and there was no division. Yeah, I got no idea. I've got no idea. They're just trying to get all these. You know what they do every year. We got 7 hours to fill. We got all these wrestlers. We got to get them on. We got to get them on TV. We can't have
which
them
really they don't even have to do, being the fact that they split it up. Like you can just let these be good long matches. Like you don't have to have all the filler and all the bullshit.
Yeah. Sonic says we could have been Shayna versus Asuka. Could have had that. Says that could have been 2 years ago. I just want us to get
Shayna versus Ronda, or at least them teaming up.
Yeah, me too, man. Get at least two. You know, I mean, of course, Marina Shafir and Jessamine Duke gone, but you still have the other two horsewomen of MMA, and not to mention they have chemistry. When they saw each other in the Rumble, they recognized each other. You know what I mean? They acknowledge each other, and I think people understand. I would like to think that people are aware of Shayna Baszler's UFC career. She is one of the only former UFC people on the WWE roster that they don't acknowledge.
Actually, I didn't even know she made it to the UFC. Like I know she went to a couple different spots for MMA. I didn't know she made it to the UFC.
Yeah. Shayna Baszler was.
No, I didn't know that.
She had several fights. I mean,
like I said, I knew she had some mixed martial arts, but I didn't know she made it to the UFC.
Yeah, let me pull up her record really quick. So
I think it was like 4-6 or 6-4 or something like that overall.
Yeah, she fought it, dude. She looks so different. You know, it's because of how they have to lose weight,
right?
To cut weight to make sure that they hit their weight classes and stuff, so that they're not like undersized. She looks so different. Like when you look at her, she
looks like 20 pounds heavier, bro. I mean, heavier now than she was then.
Yeah. She looks worlds different. Let's see here. SureDog. If you're ever looking into MMA stats, go to SureDog, man. They've been crushing it for like damn near 20 years almost. And they're great for looking up like stats and records and stuff. So Shayna Baszler, she was in the UFC for 2 fights. She lost to Betch Correa, who had also lost to Ronda Rousey, and she lost to Amanda Nunes, who's still the current UFC champ. But yeah. So she had 2 fights in the UFC. She has an overall record though of 15 wins, 11 losses. So not really the most impressive record, but it's definitely better than 50-50.
Right. And my thing is too, like they've been trying to get this fucking like real fighter, and they have one, and they've completely shit on her for making her a vampire and teaming her with Nia.
About that shit, man.
Oh my God. Now teaming with Natty, like
oh yeah. So what else we got? I mean, dude, they have a whole other bunch of stuff too. You got what, NXT Stand and Deliver, right?
Yeah.
Coming up. Have you been watching NXT?
Yeah, begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly? What you think of this Stand and Deliver card?
I mean, the card's gonna be dope. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm excited to see these guys out of NXT. Like the Dolph Ziggler shit. Like I know everybody's like, cool. I thought it was ass. I still think it's ass.
For real?
Yeah. Like it's like why? Like don't get me wrong. I think he looks better and he's more presentable in NXT because of the type of wrestler he is and how good he really is. But like, it's not doing anything for him, and it's not doing anything for anybody else.
Do you think it's degrading that belt watching him walk out one half of the Dirty Dogs with that NXT Championship on Raw?
No, I don't think it's doing it. I don't think it's making anybody better or making anybody worse. I think it's just mid as fuck because it's like you're on a tag team on Raw getting your ass kicked every week, but then you go down and win the NXT Championship. Like I don't get that. Like I can't take that. I can't take that serious, especially how they've propped up Braun to be this fucking world breaker, no pun intended, and then you come down and get beat by a fucking jobber from Raw.
I think, dude, I think Dolph's gonna beat Braun, and he's just on the expressway to Maine. I think Dolph retains, man, and Braun's heading up to Maine.
Probably, I think
so.
is a mistake as well.
I think they're doing it, man. If anybody, I mean, we've been saying it since the beginning. He just screams main roster style, main roster guy. Right. You know what I mean?
Screaming, no pun intended. Screaming,
yeah, literally and figuratively.
Right.
I'm cool with it, man. Mandy Rose is probably gonna beat Cora Jade. Toxic Attraction.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. This bitch is hunting women, hunting them, throwing them in dumpsters and shit, all types of shit. Like, what baby face would do these things in real life?
Talking about
Cora,
first she
steals their first she steals their titles, and then she fucking most dangerous games their ass with the titles. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it at all.
One of my favorite things was, I forget who it was. I want to say JC Jane. Cora locked her in some like fenced in area, locked her in, right? And you can see the closet style, like the closet space that JC is locked into, can't move. And then it cuts to a cameraman in that space where there's while she's in there. Like, now I get like, you know, the WWE camera magic. You can't give it a lick of thought. You know what I mean? Like how guys, how like, you know, wrestlers and staff members will just be in like dark, dim-lighted hallways with nothing around, and they'll all of a sudden just magically emerge whenever they have to break up a fight. But it was one of those cheesier camera angles. It harkened back to but throw it back to earlier with the heavy machinery talk when Mankind pinned The Rock in that empty arena match, and there just happened to be because he pinned him with a forklift. But one of the funniest things, if you haven't seen this, go back and watch that match, because for one, it's a hell of a precursor to the empty arena era, because it was fucking crazy. It was halftime heat because it was during the Super Bowl. But anyways, Mankind pinned The Rock using a forklift with the prongs coming down. But as they were slowly coming down, they cut to a camera angle of where the prongs are, and it's a close up of The Rock's face. And so they just cut to a camera that was like non-existent, and it was hilarious. Right. And it kind of harkens back to that. And then what do you think of Tommaso Ciampa? Go on.
Hold on, one more thing. And then the Carmelo Hayes, like, why the fuck would you put yourself in a ladder match?
He's trying to get the he wants to be known as the greatest North American champion, man. Oh, we finally lost him. No, we didn't. Okay.
Fuck. Hasn't done it in a while.
Yeah, he wants to be the greatest NXT champ, man. The greatest NXT North American champ.
I mean, I get it. It would make more sense if he was a babyface.
It's
But
all
again,
about that legacy, man. Legacy.
again, they don't know how to book heels and faces.
This is my
not
legacy.
something to move.
Hey.
You absolutely. If he was a fucking baby face, not a heel, and a heel that cheats, why would he do this? Like, it goes against his character in every damn way. Like,
just like a baby face doing all this heel shit, man. Didn't you say it's because that's how Vince sees himself? Now that they're running NXT.
Yeah, it just none of it makes sense. And then the Andre Chase and White Khali, their feud, like Andre Chase was just cussing people out and spitting in people's faces. Then he gets attacked by White Khali, and now we're supposed to cheer for him a week later. It's like,
yeah,
welcome to WWE NXT.
Yes, sir. I think the coolest talking point of the last week though was probably Tommaso Ciampa. Essentially not officially, but it looks like he's announcing his NXT retirement, his NXT departure rather, with one more match at Stand and Deliver. It looks like it's going to be to take on Tony D'Angelo. This is one of those cases where Ciampa's got to win this, right? Like, I know they like to have the NXT guy lose before they go to main,
right?
But Tony D'Angelo. I don't know, man.
I was torn on this too because normally they do go out on their back, but maybe it'll still be that, and it's give Tony D'Angelo like a little push and a little edge. I don't know, like
what did Grayson Waller?
Nothing in NXT 2.0 makes sense to me anymore. Like, I don't judge it anymore. I don't even, like I said, I begrudgingly watch it because I just can't wrap my head around it sometimes. But I just go with the flow. Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, because look at it like this: what has Grayson Waller done since destroying Gargano on Gargano's departure night? I mean, I feel it's like a safe assumption he'll probably be in that ladder match because right now, as of last week, this article that I'm reviewing. No, maybe it's not last week. Which article is this one? No, this is just a couple days.
No, that should be this week.
Yeah, never mind.
It should be this week. Whoever won it, it was Santos and somebody. Whoever it was, some match where whoever won that match, they have to face Grayson Waller to get into the ladder match.
Well, right now, this says officially Hayes and Escobar are officially in. And
yeah, they had another qualifying match where I want to say it was, I can't even remember who it was, but it was they faced each other. Then whoever won that has to face Grayson Waller to get into the match.
Yeah, Sonic says fans are not happy with Saray and her new character. Boy, they're not happy about it, especially on Joshi Wrestling Twitter. Oh, I bet not, man. You got to understand, though, the Japanese wrestlers that are coming to WWE, they are abandoning their Japanese style. The right. Style and career that they have, they are 100% moving on from that. What they did was they called Nakamura up, and they were like, hey, Nakamura, how much are you getting paid over in WWE? And he tells them. And they're like, look, you just do the most basic of matches and then go surfing and just make a killing. And they're like, yeah, okay, bet. We're gonna make that money while we can. No,
and Nakamura, of everybody, Nakamura makes sense. He's been getting his ass kicked strong style for 20 years. I understand him coming over as it was like early 40s by the time he finally made it.
Yeah,
up to the main roster. I understand his point. Like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm not getting my head knocked off and getting headbutted. I'm gonna wrestle 2 or 3 times a year and go surfing the rest. Like, I get his, but the rest of these people, like, they gave up their career. Like Kushida, even too. Like, Kushida's the one I feel the most sorry for. Like, he was literally the top 3 or 4 junior heavyweights in the entire fucking world.
Yeah, I remember I was just getting introduced to him when he came over because I remember seeing him come out at Wrestle Kingdom, and he had the freaking Back to the Future get up going and stuff,
right?
And he had that weird baby mask thing. Right. I don't know what the hell that was. That was creepy. Y'all look up Kushida baby mask, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's haunting. But yeah, no, like any guy that's coming over from Japan, any man or woman coming over from Japan, they are not bringing that Japanese strong style with them. They are coming over to get more notoriety on the Western side of wrestling now, and then B, they're coming over for that paycheck. I fathom to think anybody nowadays, except for unless you are a star going into AEW, anybody's making anything close to the WWE payout scale coming in. You know, I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. Yeah, stand and deliver. What else are they? Isn't that weekend supposed to be huge? Like, because they got stand and deliver. You got
and then night one of WrestleMania.
Night one WrestleMania. Oh, and you got Super Card of Honor. Super Card of Honor is coming as.
Oh yeah.
Damn, Jesus! A Ring of Honor really going for the WrestleMania. Do you think that's a smart move? They're going night
yes
one,
and
man.
No.
Night one.
No, because they're probably not gonna. They'll get some more on the replay than they probably will in the actual one. Like
that's.
But Ring of Honor's always kind of done this. It just wasn't always that WWE was on both nights, but they've always done a pay-per-view the night before WrestleMania. Like, I mean, that's just what that really all the independents, the major ones had shows that weekend. PWG, Ring of Honor.
And I mean, they're going
Impact
head
sometimes.
to head with Mania. They're going at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
dude.
Yeah, they're not thinking too smart, which is why they're no longer in business.
Shit. So far they got Jay Lethal and Lee Moriarty.
It's gonna be fire.
Yeah. Too bad no one's gonna watch it.
I'll
Joe
watch
Hendry.
it Sunday morning.
Good for Joe Hendry, man. I remember watching him on What Culture and What Culture Pro Wrestling back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen what he's done since then, but I always thought he was a pretty cool guy. Shane Strickland and Alex Zane, that should be fire. The Briscoes, who recently are blackballed from appearing on AEW, yeah, cold water on that fucking debut.
Right.
Taking on FTR. You know, damn it, we were going to get that on AEW. Why the hell did you guys fall victim of pulling up some old ass Twitter comments or videos or whatever the hell it was? And then.
But this wasn't, their shit wasn't like it wasn't known. Like everyone that's in that, if you really were into indie wrestling or just wrestling in general back then, like this isn't like shit that was buried deep in Twitter and no one saw. Like it was a big deal when they said this shit. Like,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing I get. Like even with the racist shit, like people change and like Twitter was a wild place back in the day, man. Like it's people said some shit on Twitter. There ain't nobody probably that you can't find that said some questionable shit on Twitter. And that includes rich, famous, or regular.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but fuck, man. So we're getting that match at Supercard instead of AEW. And then Gresham and
maybe
Bandito.
they'll see him wrestle and maybe they'll see him wrestle and change their mind.
Maybe. Doubt it.
Who'd you say Gresham was going against?
Bandito. We're getting that match again. Finally.
I'm so fucking sick of that match.
Yeah.
It's going to be a banger. Don't get me wrong. And I love both of them, but I've seen that match so many damn times.
Yeah. Tony Khan's even plugging them. You know, Tony Khan, they had it lined up, man. They had it lined up for them to come out. The Briscoes, they had everything lined up, and then they were just like, fucking nope.
I just want to know why Gresham isn't signed with AEW yet.
It's a crime, man. It's a damn crime.
Fucking crime. Like, I don't understand it.
All right, and let's talk some video gaming stuff.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. So we got 2K22, like a lot of you guys. How you? So this is so our.
You got it on PC, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got it on PC. So this is what we're gonna do. RN and I are gonna go head to head. RN, I'm going to smash you in the ratings.
Duh.
I'm gonna smash you. We're gonna be booking. We're gonna be doing GM mode. We'll figure out on the first episode when we do the draft. We'll figure out what brands we're gonna represent. Most likely, probably just Raw and SmackDown. They make better thumbnails.
Let's just get it out the way. Let's just call it right here. I'll take SmackDown.
No, I got SmackDown. See,
all right, I'll take Raw. I don't care.
I mean, we can do a sim match for SmackDown.
No, I honestly don't care.
Yeah, like you'll have a better attention span. You can book 3 hours. All right, I'll stick to 2.
All right.
So we're gonna go head to head, man. We're gonna do some GM mode stuff. And you guys will catch that. We'll me and
Let's do
we're
some draft polls too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Episode 1 will be the draft.
No, I'm saying let's put some polls up for people who should be our number one picks. Maybe make those the pin tweets for the week for next week of this week's rewind.
So far from what I've learned is it's the roster that you have to pick from the videos I've looked. It looks kind of random, meaning that when we pull it up, the available roster members that we can pull may not be the same as like somebody else who's played the game. So I don't know if we can throw it out to the crowd.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah. Because
I'm gonna dick around
what
with
happens
some this week.
Yeah, because what'll happen is from the research I've done, because week to week, different roster members and legends will become available to either sign or book.
Gotcha.
So because I saw a couple people getting really confused on when I was watching other people do GM mode. They were like, "Where the fuck's Roman?" They couldn't get Roman. He just wasn't available in the initial draft. So
right.
Yeah, but we're gonna go head to head, man. I can't fucking wait, man. That's gonna be a lot of fun. We'll probably start doing that this week, man. Let's see if we can do it on today's Tuesday. We can go Thursday.
Maybe Thursday. Yeah, maybe Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night. Why not? We'll dick around between now and then, and we'll put it together. We'll do it live. Loose commitment to Thursday nights. The loosest of the loose commitments to Thursdays.
Honestly, Thursday nights, most of the time, the only nights I actually don't have anything to do whatsoever.
Same here. That's why
and my daughter's going and my daughter's going for gymnastics too. So from like 6 to 7:30, I got the house to myself and everything. So
yeah,
Thursday's about the only day I can tell you I might actually be home to do something.
All right, so sweet deal. We'll go head to head Thursday nights. It'll be the Thursday Night Wars. We'll do that. Also, by the way, tonight or last night, if you're watching this on YouTube, I am actually going to be doing. This is something that I've decided to do, and I haven't really told anybody else. But breaking news: I'm going to do a stream tonight around 10 o'clock Eastern time. I'm going to play some 2K22, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the content creators and Twitter, IWC, whatever you want to call it, Royal Rumble. I'm going to I've already assigned, I think like 16, 17 wrestlers to people on Twitter. Whatever slots are not filled by tonight, I'll just automatically assign a bunch of our close friends of the show. And whoever wins this Royal Rumble, whoever's avatar, proxy wins this Royal Rumble tonight. I'm gonna send you all out some wrestling cards. Why not? Do a giveaway. Have some fun. Kick off our long delayed gaming stream. So that's what I'll do. Tune in tonight. Aaron, you should pop in if you're free.
Well,
yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna play.
I'm gonna create everybody like who was that did it before? Was it Vince? I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna create everybody on the show.
I gotta create your guy for your GM. And so one of the funny things I'm going to do is I'm going to take my guy and I'm going to try and coordinate like my real life self with my avatar.
Right.
So I already ordered a tie in the mail coming Thursday. I got a tie coming in the mail. I'm going to throw that on my flannel. I'm going to look fucking ridiculous. But yeah, tonight though, like I said, tonight I'm going to play some 2K22. I'll probably do some like the My Rise stuff for like, I don't know, like a half hour to an hour. And then I'll finish up.
That's what I'm doing as soon as we get done. I literally have it queued up right here. I was playing it before we got started.
Nice. And then
okay, for my outfit, I want to give me the turtleneck with a chain and a blazer. And I'm wearing and a backwards hat. I'm wearing that for the draft as well.
All right, sweet deal. I got you, buddy. But yeah, so like I said, if you didn't tune into it live, which like I said, this will be Tuesday night. 10 p.m. I'm going to play My Rise and then finish off with the IWC Royal Rumble. Whoever wins that, like I said, I'll hit you up in Twitter and I'll send you some wrestling cards. And then on top of that, me and RN will meet up Thursday nights and we're going to do Thursday Night Wars, GM mode, who can put on the better show. Before we get out of here, Sonic hits us up and he says, ever heard of one of the most popular Call of Duty teams in history, COD history, FaZe Clan? Well, guess what? Stephanie McMahon is now part of the FaZe Clan board of directors. I may have heard of them like scrolling through like TikTok videos. But damn, no, Stephanie, what's she doing in the gaming sphere? I don't know. That is news to me, Sonic.
I like it. Broadening out.
Diversifying her portfolio, man. That's what she's doing.
Yep.
All right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Sonic. Thank you, Marie, stopping by. It was a lot of fun. RN, like always, awesome. Tune in next week, Sunday, 9 p.m. RN and I should be doing.
Well, that would be this week still.
This week.
This is last week's rewind.
Yeah, this is last week's rewind. Tune in later this week, like literally just a couple days. We'll be back live. Shooting this. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. It's a fun show.
Well, we will see y'all Thursday night if you join us, and tentatively after that, but this Thursday for sure. And see you Sunday for the rewind.
Yeah, man. Y'all have a good one. Check out Jayland's beat. Playing it for you right now.
You remember this time.
He hasn't posted a new one. This is just last week's.